Hey everybody, my name is Stephane. Welcome to Fluent English, and I'm really happy to see you. I'm glad that you're here. And so, what are we doing here? Well, we are on a journey. We're on a journey to program your voice to speak English fluently, easily, and without anxiety. I think those are really good goals, lofty goals for us to reach. So why don't we do some good hard work today and really work on speaking? Now you might ask me, what is this all about? How are we going to work on speaking? Because isn't speaking about sharing knowledge about a topic with another person? Well, yes, that is absolutely correct. That is called conversation. That is discourse. And it requires the act of speaking in order to be able to get ideas from one person to another. But as a part of that whole speech code, there is the way the speech happens. And I got to tell you, I can't tell you how many students have said to me over the years, "Oh, teacher, how can I practice speaking?" And every time I would say, "Well, just practice." And they would say, "But what do I practice?" And it took a long time, but here you are. And hopefully some of those students have gotten far beyond those questions that they originally asked me and are well on their journeys. And you're here with me now, so let's get cracking. Now, what do we do here at Fluent English? Well, to develop the Fluent English, I need you to do one thing and one thing only. Focus all your listening attention on my voice. Repeat my sounds. Repeat all my sounds that you hear, even if you get them wrong. Don't even worry about it. Don't get anxious. Don't worry. I'm going to put more and more material onto fluentenglish.ca every day, every week, every month, and we're going to build your fluency, and we're going to make sure that we're not going to miss anything, okay? We may not get every single activity with every single word, and that's okay. The idea is to get your voice through these muscular, mechanical motions with your breath, with your emotion in the right place, so that when it comes to being in a conversation with a first language speaker of English, you won't have to worry. You won't have to be anxious about searching for words. The muscle memory that you develop here will help you to activate those parts of your brain where your English knowledge is stored. And that's a really powerful thing to know, but in order for you to do that, you actually have to practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, right? That's how you do it. So, here we are. You're going to practice. You're going to listen carefully, absolutely carefully, to all the sounds that I make. If I make an accidental sound, I'll let you know, okay? If I make a difficult sound, I'll let you know. But keep in mind, there's going to be very limited time, so I won't be able to say too much as we move on. But I'll let you know in other videos. I'll post them online. I'll send them out into the social media space, into the Matrix world, wherever that is, the Matrix verse, and you'll catch them. You'll see them somehow. You'll see them back here at fluentenglish.ca. So as you are repeating my sounds, you are aiming steadily closer and closer to perfection of the sound that I produce. Now, you can hear from the tone in my voice that I am a first language speaker of English. I did not learn my language. I acquired it as a young child. And so we're going to move backwards in our cognitive mental space of learning to try to regress back to those times when we were very, very young and we were learning our first language. You will find that many of the activities that we are doing here are many of the same kinds of activities that very young children will play without even knowing about it. So we're really learning to play with our language. The aim that we have is to get steadily closer and closer to perfection. Now, perfection doesn't mean that you have to sound like a first language speaker of English, but you want to make sure that your enunciation is clear and clean so that when you are talking to anybody in English, you won't see the quizzical eyebrow and the tilt of the head, and the sound that people make when they have a question. What was that? I missed that information. Could you please say that again? So you won't see that as much. We want to aim for the quizzical eyebrow on your ideas and not on your pronunciation of English or your enunciation of English. So you'll come back here again and again and again to work out your English. Now, on my right, you will see a really cool thing. It is a kind of a fluency bit counter. So as we're talking, the more we talk, you can see that we are generating more and more fluency bits. Now, what are these fluency bits? Now, these fluency bits are neurons in your brain that are connecting one to the other and connecting to the musculoskeletal system of your face, around your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your lips, your chin, your jaw, your vocal cords, your diaphragm, and your lungs, that whole network of breathing and speaking. It is making those kinds of connections every single time you practice. Boom, 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 boom. You see the number going up, 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 up. That means you are working your fluency. You are developing your fluency. Now, as you can also tell, fluent English relies a lot on listening and repeating. Listening and repeating. Repeat, 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 repeat. Practice, practice, practice. And as we do this, it can become very easy for you to become a little bored. That's okay. On my left, you will see there are some photographs. Now, those images are designed to give your mind a place to park. So you can just look at those images and just cast your mind on them and say, okay, cool, that's neat. And then just let your voice do its thing. Don't think about your voice in any negative or positive way. Just let your voice respond in the way that I'm providing the sample. So if I let my pitch go up, you also let your pitch go up when it's your turn to practice. If my pitch is up and then I bring it down, you're going to do exactly the same thing. If I talk with a staccato, you will also talk with a staccato. Why do we do that? Because I want you to get the sense of the movement of English as you're speaking it, okay? As you're practicing it. Now, when you're in a language classroom, you don't have the opportunity or the total amount, the sheer amount of samples you might need to hear in order to be able to play. And you also have your peers around you, those people that you study with. You love them so much. They're your best friends as you're growing up. you know, but they also form a kind of social group, and you don't want to look bad in front of them. And, oh, if I practice English, if I speak English, it's difficult. They're going to laugh at me because I don't sound like a native speaker. I don't sound right. Or if I sound like a native speaker, they're going to be, you sound like a native speaker. Why are you doing that? OMG. What are you going to do? Right? So, you're here. And all you're going to do is you're going to remove all of that negativity. Just let your mind focus on the things that move, the things with color, the things that make you jive, the things that make you alive, okay? All right, so focus all your listening attention on my voice. Repeat my sounds, aiming steadily closer to perfection. All right, now here we go. Warm up. Tap, 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 tap. Take your fingertips. The fingertips are at the end of your fingers, and you're going to tap them on your face. Tap, 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 tap. Tap around your eyes. Tap around your eyeballs. Tap around your cheekbones. Tap around your cheeks. Tap around your chin. Tap around your tongue root that's at the bottom. Go up to your lips. Tap, 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 tap. Tap around. Tap your nose. Tap under your nose in the frenulum. The frenulum. I believe that's under your nose, or is that the? I think it is the frenulum. We'll have to check it out. Tap, 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 making those connections with our brain. Okay, getting ready for long vowels. Take a deep breath in. And with me, okay, very good. And breathe in. And with me again, and breathing in, and okay, very good. And breathing in. So many things we can do with long vowels. We can go up and down in pitch, but today we're just going to keep it nice and flat, okay? And you hear my voice quavering and shaking there. That's because I didn't take enough air in when I was starting to do my breathing. Okay, that's all right. But just keep in mind when you're going to do any kind of speaking, the first thing you should do is take in enough breath. How much breath do you need when you take in? About that much. One more time. Okay, and that last one was a combination of all the